Guess who's back again. Every time someone squeezed you, what exactly came out? Was it pineapple juice? Was it orange juice? Or was it a bunch of shit? Because if it was a bunch of shit that came out, every time someone squeezed you, you have to understand what you're made out of.
Had a shorty in here.
3 million Epstein Files were just released. You know what the crazy thing about that is? Is that every single powerful man on the planet was either on the list in the island or on his way there, except me. How did they forget about me?
What the fuck? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you, my nigga?
Well guys, we are back, and you already know what time it is. It is time that we gadoosh the living shit out of one of the goofiest and dumbest people on the internet, and a guy that is so delusional that he views himself as the real life Kung Fu fucking panda.
The owner was, for me, Master Shifu. Eventually, the owner fell in love with me. And he said, that kid is special. He really is. And I would come to him, and before I would eat, he would move all of the tables, and he would teach me Kung Fu.
So with that being said, I'm pretty damn sure that you know exactly who I am talking about, which would of course be the man that we refer to as Bend Over Azoulay on this channel. And good old Bend over here has really just been doing anything and everything to continue to make himself look like a 100% jerk-off, and has really been up to some more wild activities since the last time we covered him. And that's really saying a lot, because when we did cover him last, we had observed him somehow make it into a high school, which is just abysmally mind-blowing when you look at the past that this guy has. But he also decided to give a speech at that high school, which just consisted of him promoting being an F student and going on random little yapathons the entire time. And after this high school visit, this school not only received a lot of backlash, but of course Bendover received a lot as well. And he even ended up getting flamed by Ali Soba, who was watching a Bubba video and just making fun of him. And his response to that backlash...
Come in here. Come look at this real quick. So it's Azoulay, and he went to some school to show how popular he is with the kids, I guess. And, well, look what happened. Here, check this out.
Thank you so much for coming. Not the people cheering for Ali. Cheering for me.
Yeah.
It backfires on him.
Totally backfired.
Oh, that's crazy. Whatever, it's weird that he's doing. But yeah, he needs that smack in his face, you know, so he can get in the freaking ring with me.
Was to make a couple of Instagram posts. And the posts were basically just him having a drawn version of himself wearing a shirt. And the shirt stated that he invented the biggest memes to ever exist. And I think Ben has a bit of a misconception of what a meme actually is, because he did put a meme or two there with the whole F students are inventors thing and the Ali you're a nice guy thing. But this stupid motherfucker also decided that he was gonna put "she was 15" on top of the shirt. And that's not the only thing, but he also drew himself just having this devious ass little look while it was going on. Now I have no idea who his PR team is or who told him this was a good idea, but this was possibly one of the dumbest posts that he could have ever made. And I don't know how he thought that this would help the high school that he spoke at or help the dumbass who decided that he was gonna let him speak. If anything, this is just another example of why this guy should have never been anywhere near anybody who could have been remotely 15. And he wasn't done after this. He then decided that he was going to go into the comments and double and triple down. And a lot of these comments consisted of him just responding to people saying that he beat off 30 guys, or about his secret language, which apparently he just can't expose and that probably doesn't exist. And there were also some where he was responding to specifically the third slide, and where he was pushing the idea that it was all just fake news, and it was fake stories turning into the biggest memes. And he pushed this pretty damn hard, and said that it was just hilarious, and was continuing to try to make a joke out of this very serious, disgusting situation. And all of these comments were just bad enough on their own, but there was one in particular that caught my attention, and it was this one right here where someone stated that he likes kids, by the way, and for some fucking reason, Ben decided to agree with him by basically saying that he likes grandmas too, little bro. So it was really just some next level stuff right here. And he closed out the post by also saying that anybody who didn't like it was just mad that he didn't go to their high school. So not only did he have the audacity to make a post like this, but he also went on this little rampage in the comments. And then he was still not done, because all of this was not enough for little old Bendover, and he also got the bright idea that he was going to start comparing himself to Epstein. And you can just watch it yourself, where he not only compares himself, but he also sounds like he's sad that he wasn't in the Epstein Files.
3 million Epstein Files were just released. You know what the crazy thing about that is? Is that every single powerful man on the planet was either on the list in the island or on his way there, except me. How did they forget about me? And you know what's the other crazy thing is that every girl there was either 13, 14, or 16. None of them were 15.
Okay, we are cooked. Yeah, we are absolutely cooked, chat. GG.
And I'm sure that all of the Trump supporters like me are really crossing their fingers right now, hoping that this is a bunch of bullshit. Because I really am hoping that this isn't true. But if it is true, why was it released now? Why is it now that they're telling us about this? Why? They could have told us before he went into office. Now, while we're holding the president of Venezuela and we don't know what to do with the motherfucker. Now, when we're supposed to go save Iran, they're stopping us. Now, when we're in a fucking global war, they're telling us about the shit. Now.
And after this, he then goes on to just sit there and yap about all of these different things and about Iran. And I just left some of it in because you notice how he says that we need to go help Iran, when in one of my last videos, we saw him talking about how he would go there and do it himself and would be known as the guy who overthrew a country.
If I was there at this moment, I'd probably be one of the people fighting. As much as I would want to keep myself out of it, to keep my family safe, I'd probably be the guy that everybody will remember forever, that overthrew a country.
But of course, before that, for some fucking reason, Unc here sounded like that he was jealous of the people in the Epstein Files. And I don't know what kind of point he was making, but he then went on to say that none of the women in it were 15, but instead were 13, 14, and 16. So we're at the point now to where this guy is so desperate for attention and is trend hopping as much as possible, and is now out here just claiming and acting like he is jealous of Epstein. And this hasn't been where his trend hopping has ended, because he also saw Andrew Tate struggling with all of the backlash that he got for hanging out with all of the different clowns in the AMU universe, and started glazing the living shit out of him. And we're talking about next levels of glazing, because the guy was even singing for him.
To my name. It's very inconvenient for me. I have Jewish business partners. I have tech teams in Israel. I have things going on, and I get a mess from this crap too.
Tate! Welcome back to the family, bro. Welcome back. Guess who's back again. Tate is back. Tell your friends, Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Don't. You hear that?
And when he wasn't sitting there basically singing for Andrew Tate, he was also trying to defend him harder than Tate was defending himself, which is saying a lot since Andrew Tate went on a whole little apology tour. And he was sitting here making up this theory that this was all part of Andrew Tate's master plan, when in reality, he hung out with a bunch of dumbasses like Clavicular and Sneeko, and got himself into some stupid controversy because of it.
I think it wasn't planned, as most people play checkers. Very few play chess. And we know who's a very, very good chess player. The one and only Mr. Tate. To go to the club, play that song in the Sprinter van while he's trying to get out of the Sprinter van, while he's not singing with everybody at the club, that he lets his brother do it, so that way they do it. And the Miami Avengers, who obviously he doesn't like, because Sneeko has been sneaky little bastard. The talking a lot of shit about Tate. He wanted to take him out real quick. Henrik Fuentes, little angry Lord Farquaad, the one who was claiming to be a virgin at 27, a very trusted source told me that he's actually homosexual and he is not looking for a woman, and that is why he's a virgin when it comes to being with a woman, but not when it comes to being with a man. So he's angry because he knows that if he comes out of the closet, everybody's going to shut him down. But unfortunately, Tate didn't like any of them, so he made sure to take them all out. But he got the opportunity to go on all these podcasts and say that he apologizes. He didn't want to play that song, and everybody forgave him, while the rest of them pretty much are going down the drain. Good job, Tate. Great chessmen.
So at this point, it is all just downright pathetic, and he's doing anything and everything for attention, to where he's out here pretending to be jealous of Epstein. And when he hasn't been doing all of the trend hopping, he's also been making damn sure that he's going to promote his new little courses, so that he can make any type of profit off of any of this attention that he's getting by just saying some outrageous things.
Let's be real. You're not that happy about the last 5 years of your life. You know you could have done more. You know you could have become more. But you're not happy. Now, if you want the next 5 years of your life to look the same, go ahead. Do it. Do what you're doing until now, and that's fine. But if you want to change it, I put together a 2-minute quiz. All you have to do is DM me the word reset. You DM me the word reset, you go through that 2-minute quiz, and that will tell you exactly what it is that you're missing in order to achieve the next level in life. You want to be at the top 1%? You have to understand that our time here is limited. If you're not going to work with speed, be sure that you most likely going to get old, die, and have no success.
And yeah, there you have it. This just shows how desperate this downright dipshit is, to where he is using all of the strategies with the whole limited time, the whole DM method, and all of that bullshit in order to try to get people to sign up so he can make some money. And he's trying to use these different things that he's done in his past in order to try to boost himself and to try to get more people to actually see this and sign up, when in reality, he's just looking pathetic and disgusting. But with all of that said, I think I'm done here. So if you enjoyed, please drop a sub and a like, and join the Saints Mafia, where we are flaming Bend Over anytime he does something stupid. And I'm out. Watching Bend Over Azoulay continue to look like a jackass. In peace.
You know what's amazing about getting a Rolls Royce? You spent $500,000 on it, and then when it's time to service it, they give you the most amazing car as the loaner. You see, I spent $500,000 believing I'm coming to the dealership and they're gonna give me another Rolls Royce. At least a Bentley. But guess what I got? I got a fucking Hyundai. Honestly, I'd never fucking drive this car. I didn't even want to park it at my house. So I dropped it off at a parking lot right by my house when I left the fucking dealer. You know why? Because we don't drive a fucking Hyundai. And Roasters, come on. And you know what? I was early for service because I put too many miles on the car. I'm supposed to get a service once a year. I got the car 5 months ago and I already put 5,000 miles on it. You know why? Because I don't give a damn about the money. And I spend it how I like it. I drive my cars, baby. Let's go. Finally got the baby back. I had some nice coffee. I had a shorty in here.